When it comes to cryptocurrency trading, I am about to share some information in this video that is going to make paid crypto trading courses obsolete. But in the midst of it, you are going to save money, and I am going to educate you on how to increase your crypto earnings and minimize or completely eliminate your crypto trading losses. So let's get into it. Okay, we are about to jump right into it, and I want to start by saving everyone that's watching this video some money. And I'm going to give the advice: do not pay for any cryptocurrency trading courses. I repeat, do not pay for any cryptocurrency trading courses. And I say that because trading information is readily available for free. It's all over the internet, guys. And one of the sources that I would like to take you to is a source that I started in back in 2017 when I started my journey in cryptocurrencies. And I started with Tone Vays. Now, at the time, he did not have this particular information in place. He was doing YouTube videos. Nevertheless, I learned a lot about trading through him. He's a great technical analyst when it comes to market trading, and I learned quite a bit. And I have since then, adopted my own personal style of trading, which has been quite successful for me. But because I was able to learn so much from the information that he provided, I want to offer this to you guys as a free source. Keep in mind, guys, it's free. You do not have to pay for crypto trading courses. And 9 times out of 10, I want you guys to consider this, okay? If someone is that successful at trading, why are they not spending their time trading and making all that money? Instead, they want to sell you a training course, or they want you to follow them so they can, quote unquote, teach you how to trade. I can say that when I was trading, I was making so much money that the last thing I'm thinking about is teaching somebody else how to trade, or at least for charging them, right? The people that I did share it with, I did it for free. I'm already making enough money in trading. So during that period of time from 2017, pretty much all the way up to 2021, when the last bull run ended, there was a lot of volatility in the market, and I was able to make quite a bit of money in trading cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I want to share this with you guys that are venturing to pay somebody else for a trading course. Don't do it. Save your money, and I'm going to give you a tip on what you can do with the money that you're saving that's going to add more value in your pocket. Okay, so I will address this link here, and I will leave the link in the description to Tone Vays. I don't follow him regularly because I have since developed my own style of trading, and but he does give great information. And if you come to this link, you'll notice he has a lot of information out. Just by looking at this page, you don't think it's a lot, but he provides links to other information, other pages, to give you the basics on trading. And trust me, guys, once you learn the basics of trading, start building on it yourself and start testing it out in demo accounts, your cryptocurrency trading skills are going to soar. Okay. So all it takes is a little reading, a little research. And if you are the type of person that feels like you have to have someone directly training you, or you want to watch what they're doing, always go to his channel. He pretty much on the regular is set on Bitcoin, but he trades the S&P and other assets as well. But you can follow him in some of his videos, the way he trades, because he actually does live trades online. And he does not charge you for this, guys. He's openly posting this information out there free. I think he does do some courses, and he has some indicators that you can add to your trading view and things like that that you have to pay for, but you don't need those things. They are added benefits, and I can attest to that. He is definitely worth checking out. So you guys that are interested in trading cryptocurrencies, before you waste your money on somebody else that's trying to show you their own style of trading and trying to get you to follow them and charging you for it, no, try the free route first. Go out here, learn the information. Got questions, go out here to Tone Vase. I don't think he answers comments, but nevertheless, this is a good resource for you guys to go to. Okay. Now, as far as my personal experience is concerned, over the course of the years, I have learned that for me in the realm of crypto trading, that Bitcoin is the only crypto that I am really comfortable trading, buying, and holding. Okay. And I'm going to explain briefly why. Because over the course of the years, I've traded Ethereum, Polkadot, this crypto, that crypto, and all these, but none of these other cryptos really gave me the satisfaction or the comfort of trusting that it would actually appreciate in value over the course of time, right? And Bitcoin always leads the way, whether there's an uptrend or a downtrend. Every now and then you'll have a meme token that comes out and it kind of goes against the grain, but it's all because of hype, not necessarily because of what's backing that token or that coin. Okay, so when it comes to trading at this point, or buying and acquiring and holding any crypto asset, I always at this point revert to Bitcoin. And I am going to give you guys a quick glimpse on what I do as far as my personal trading activity. And guys, this completely goes against the grain of what other traders would recommend, but nevertheless, it's quite successful for me, and it has been. So when I trade, I first and foremost, I trade an asset that I truly believe will appreciate in value over the long term. Okay. So the only one I'm comfortable with in that regard is Bitcoin. I've traded other cryptocurrencies because I was able to trade them and I was able to earn staking rewards like Polkadot. You know, you have this Polkadot here and you see that I'd earn like 2,500 dot, right? And eventually, you know, over the course of time during this last bear market, the price of dot dropped so much that it did not even justify me holding dot, because in all the staking rewards that I received, the value dropped so low that this was like almost a drop in the bucket. So I ended up selling off my dot at a loss and putting that just back into Bitcoin, right? So these are examples of why I am sticking with Bitcoin. And the only thing that Bitcoin has been lacking over the course of years is the ability to stake, like Ethereum or Polkadot or Cosmos and all these other tokens that are proof of stake. You can't stake Bitcoin, but now there's a solution for that. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more. But to get back to this quick trading, I'm gonna show you guys quickly and briefly how I trade. I'm not saying you should trade like this. If you do not have a strong psyche and a backbone and a belief in the cryptocurrency that you're investing in, you do want to implement the stop losses and things like that. Me, I don't. I ride this baby all the way to the bottom. I have buy orders sitting in waiting for Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin to drop. And it's starting at what? Uh, and this is in euros, guys. This is my euro account. Um, it's starting at, I'll start buying in again at 57,500 in euros. And likewise, like I do not follow the crowd when it comes to trading. I follow the market and I sell off my assets, even if it was Bitcoin, because I knew there was going to be a pullback. So I'm selling off up until the peak. So these are my open orders waiting to be filled, and this is a history. So I'm selling off my Bitcoin steadily as the price going up because I'm knowing that there's going to be a pullback, right? And indeed there was a pullback, and when the pullback comes, I start buying back in, uh, and sell off every now and then. So that's my way of trading, making a little extra money. But I use that money just to go back into the account and buy more Bitcoin or sell off more Bitcoin, right? So with that said, I am now going to introduce you to a way that's been developed that will hedge against price drops in the price of Bitcoin specifically. But in my personal style of cryptocurrency trading, I do not use leverage. I do not use my margin because that increases your risk. And not only that, my favorite exchange being Kraken actually charges you per minute for using things like this. So I just use my straight capital. So that way I never have to worry about getting liquidated. And because it's Bitcoin that I'm trading, I'm always comfortable with the price falling because all of the assets that I put in this account are assets that I'm just using to trade crypto. And I use these assets to continue to build my crypto. That's all this is for. I do not extract this money to use for my finances, to pay my mortgage, to do this or to do that with. Is strictly for use within this platform. Now, back in 2021, when the volatility stopped, I was not able to make as much in trading as I normally did. And I got into DeFi, learned a lot, and pretty much everything I learned over the course of 2 years in DeFi is that just about everything was a scam. Either a rug pull setting up or a slow rug where it's draining your capital out the system so slowly that you don't recognize it. Okay. So because of that, I developed a Bitcoin wallet, something that is on a solid foundation or solid cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and they could not be easily manipulated by whales, even though Bitcoin to some degree can be. But the benefit of this wallet is that it generates yield for you and it allows you to acquire more Bitcoin over the course of time. And this acts as a perfect hedge against price falls in Bitcoin. So if you were to buy, let's pull out a calculator. If you were to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin today, and let's say the price of Bitcoin is $65, $65,000. Let's say 100 divided by 65,000. All right. So that means you would have that much Bitcoin. But to make it easy, let's just stick to the 0.0015. Okay. So at 0.0015 times 65,000, okay, that gives us about $97. Okay. However, let's say you came in, you bought that amount, 0.0015 in Bitcoin today, you would essentially have $97. But what happens if the price falls? Let's say it drops to 60,000. That's 0.0015 times 60,000. Okay. You would then have $90 worth of Bitcoin as opposed to $97 worth of Bitcoin. Keep in mind, these numbers are small, simple, but you can imagine if you took that 100 and made it 1,000 or 10,000, right? But we just want to keep things simple here. So we see that that is a difference of what, 7.5, 7.5 divided by 97.5. That's a difference of 7.7%. Okay, so that would be a 7.7% pullback in the price, causing us to lose a US dollar valuation of about $7.50. Now, let me take you to this aspect of it here, this Bitcoin wallet. And I am once again going to show you guys an account that I set up, or a wallet that I set up, to where I only deposited the minimum amount of 0.0007 Bitcoin, which is today the equivalent of about $48. Today, the value is 117 plus another 12. So what's that? 129, $129 worth of Bitcoin when I only deposited $49. And that's over the course of maybe 2 months, right? So a little bit over 2 months, I think it is. But let's more specifically look at the Bitcoin value, because here we have 0.0017116 plus 0.0001796.4. So whereas we had or deposited 0.0007, we now have 0.0018. And if we divide that by 0.0007, we have essentially haven't had an increase in our deposit of 2.7 times the amount of Bitcoin that we deposited. Okay, so this is the potential of the wallet, guys. And I am going to give a further example, because at this stage I'm sitting on $12.30 worth of Bitcoin. I am just going to keep using this Bitcoin to buy more credits in the marketplace. And when we step over to the marketplace, consider this: I am now getting a discount of 17%. Whereas if I look back at these numbers, if the price dropped from 65,000 to 60,000, I would have lost $7.50 in value. If I come out here now and was to make that same purchase, right? Let's use this as an example. Okay, let's say I purchase $97.50 worth of Bitcoin, but not $97. Let's say I purchase 0.0015, and I purchase that at a discount of, let's say we have 17%, 17%, 15%. We got some 15, 14%. All right. So let's say I average and purchase some discounts at about 15%, right? So that means I would get an additional, on top of this 0.0015, I take 15% times 0.15. So that would give me an additional amount of Bitcoin or credits in that amount. We add that to that 0.0015. So my credits would then be 0.001725 instead of the 0.0015. Okay. So my credit position has increased, and this position will essentially convert into Bitcoin. Okay. Now with this, if we still multiply that times the 60,000, and let's say we bought it at 65,000 on the exchange, is the price now dropped to 60,000. Instead of having $97, or what was it, $90, we now have $103. So this is what I mean when I say that this is a perfect hedge against price falls in the price of Bitcoin. This wallet does not support any other cryptocurrencies, just Bitcoin, and it does so for a reason. Okay, we won't get into that aspect. I just want to show you guys the features and the power of just using the marketplace alone. I have not even mentioned at this stage the benefit you get just from depositing Bitcoin into your wallet, because that starts off a 5% that you're going to get on that deposit, right? But this kind of gives you a glimpse of what this wallet can do and how it acts as a hedge, particularly best when you are trading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Okay, so since we're out here, I am going to go ahead and make this purchase in the marketplace now. I'm sitting on $12 worth of credits, or $12 worth of Bitcoin, and I'm going to come out, buy me some more credits. Okay, so my credit position has once again increased to $131. Okay, so that's now my valuation of a deposit that was the equivalent of about $48 over the course of 2 months. Okay, so with that said, now the question that some of you guys may have is, well, you're sitting on credits and not Bitcoin. How long is it going to take for these credits to convert into Bitcoin? And we can check that briefly by seeing what the history of the daily conversions were. So on a daily basis, it looks like I'm getting close to about $3 a day in credit conversions. So if the system owes me, or it will convert $131 in credits, and I'm getting $3 a day, it will essentially take me 43 days for all of these credits to convert into Bitcoin. And that's about what, 1.5 months, which isn't bad, because at this stage, my Bitcoin is still working to increase my Bitcoin position. Perfect hedge when trading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. And finally, as far as a trust factor is concerned, and this is directed to particularly all you guys that are already in the system and you're following me, and you see how the system is kicking out returns for you, I've added an option to get us, or get these platforms on to Trustpilot. So anytime you come log in, please feel free to come out and leave a real review, whether it's good or bad. I know it's going to be all good, unless there's just a hater out there that not even using the system and just wants to post a negative comment, but there are ways to deal with that as well. So that will be useless. But for you guys that actually experience the system yourselves, come out, click on the link here, and this will be the same. It'll go to different sites, whether you're on high yield BTC or on drip2 BTC. Just click on that link and it will direct you to give your honest and true opinion about the platform. And please feel free to do it. If it's a negative sentiment, please feel free to do that, and we will do whatever we need to do to make sure everybody is satisfied and that this system continues to kick out for all of us. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video, talking about how to trade cryptocurrencies without losing your money. Stick to a currency that you're comfortable with. And if that currency includes Bitcoin, know that you now have a system in place where you can hedge against price drops in the price of Bitcoin. And just as easily as you move Bitcoin into the system, once you have a position in Bitcoin, you can move that back out to the exchange. Even if you were to deposit $1,000 worth, it's only going to charge a 10% fee, and you can move the other $900 back to your exchange or to a cold wallet that you have. All right, that's all I have for you in this video. If you have any questions or comments about how to save and how not to lose money in regards to trading cryptocurrencies, leave them in the comment section below. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and we will holla on the next one. Peace out.